Hello, welcome to Jock, Rave Radio. My name is Joey Turbo, and I'm the producer of this show. The things you will hear over the next 1 hour represent the views of Jock, Rave Radio and the people making them. All opinions and quotations in no way represent River West Radio and are the sole responsibility of the producer, guests, and callers. River West Radio is not liable for any legal issues arising from the content of this program. Thank you, and welcome to Jock, Rave Radio.
You are now listening to Jock Rave Radio with Holiday Hughes and Joey Turbo every Saturday night at 7, baby.
River West, one-stop station for all things sports and party. Featuring Patty Cake stand-up with the top 5 and 5. We've got Packers, Brewers, Badgers, and Bucks. As well as other stuff.
All right, and welcome to Jock Rave Radio. This is Joey Turbo. I'm here with Patty Cake Stanix and a special guest today, Jay Bird.
Jay Bird.
Howdy.
How you guys doing today?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Great.
We are here live at River West Film and Video, representing River West Radio. It was Rocker Box today. It was a good party. Any of you guys make it out there?
Nope.
No?
No, I did not make it out.
It was a good time.
Lots of motorcycles, I imagine, though.
That's what I hear.
A lot of pretty bikes.
Was that cafe racers, or what do they call that?
Yeah, something like that. We'll call them cafe racers.
Yeah.
Let's start today with sports that should be in the Olympics.
Okay. All right.
Let's. The first one I'm going to start with, I would love to see tug of war come back.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Ooh, I like tug of war.
Do
That's interesting.
Do you guys have any idea how many people they had for tug of war?
They had to
On like
have
each
at
side was like
least
5?
5 people,
5,
I would
10,
say, as a minimum.
5, 10.
10 on one side seems a little much, but
It depends how big
Probably
they are.
5, maybe up to 7.
So,
There's a
like, is there
possibility.
weight classes like boxing for that? Then,
no,
or
it's just your team.
just the
whatever
10
guys.
biggest dudes you got in your country line her up.
A lot of
Yeah.
strength, a lot of
You have to have
weight.
your
Can
anchor
like
on the
football
bat.
players
you know?
get in on tug of war? Like,
I think you could pick whoever you wanted.
yeah.
Whatever give you the best chance. Who do you think?
Ndamukong Suh?
Who do you think would win? What country do you think would win?
America,
America?
America?
Switzerland.
Switzerland? Ooh.
They got some big dudes in Switzerland.
What would be a sport you guys would like to see?
Ooh, I would like to see pool.
Pool?
I think
Pool's a
would
good
be
one.
Really,
Speaking
really
of which-
Billiards?
Pool
billiards.
trick shot world championship was today. Actually,
Ooh.
yeah.
Did you watch any of it?
I watched a couple seconds of it, turned it on right when it was ending, but
Yeah.
Any good shots? Any,
yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, I don't know how they. I don't know how
I
they
would think
do that.
beer pong would be a good one.
Yeah, beer pong.
Beer pong
Yeah.
would be interesting.
All right, interesting.
Yeah,
I think arm wrestling would be a good one. Seeing like the biggest guy from Russia going against the biggest guy from the United
Be
States.
classic. What's
That'd be a
that?
good time.
personally, tetherball.
Over the
movie?
top.
Yeah, over the top.
Tetherball would be a good one.
Yeah, tetherball's all right.
Super aggressive tetherball.
Yeah,
Tetherball. I think roller derby. I think that would be awesome.
that'd be pretty cool. One that I'm
Yeah.
surprised it's not in is skateboarding.
Yeah, I have that actually written down. Skateboarding.
Skateboarding makes sense.
Like Winter Olympics, they have snowboarding now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a big deal within the Winter Olympics. But like, why not skateboarding?
Just to bring in a current topic, what do you think about NFL? They've been talking about that for the Olympics lately. Apparently, Roger Goodell says 64 countries now play American football, which
Yeah.
is the minimum for to become an Olympic sport.
that'd be
So,
interesting.
That'd be really interesting.
I say replace the Pro Bowl with once every 4 years Olympic football.
Sure,
Just, yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
You
it'd be
know,
a lot
have
of fun.
America vote on the team, maybe, even Pro
Yeah,
Bowl
same.
style.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, you could do
Yep.
that. Whoever does the best, like
That's really cool.
every year.
Yeah, it'd work. That's the only way I could see it working.
yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
yo-yo.
Ooh,
Yo-yo?
Imagine yo-yo.
I'm a pretty good yo-yoer, actually.
yeah. You think you're Olympic good?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
All
Can
right.
you walk the dog? Or do you
I
cradle?
can walk the dog around the world.
Oh, around the
Yeah.
world.
That's the only two I know of, really.
What about golf though? That's another interesting thing.
Yeah?
It's like
Yeah, I think
They
golf,
don't have
golf
golf.
is 4 years from now. It's gonna be the Olympics.
Oh, is
is
it?
it really?
Okay.
Okay, then.
Also,
yeah,
I
that
say
makes
bring
sense.
baseball back, for the love of God.
Yeah.
That is a 100-year tradition there. Like,
Yeah, it's just tough now because it falls in the season.
it always
Yeah.
fell in the season.
But what would you do? It's just all amateur ball
It's
players?
amateur and retired ball players, yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I'd like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably watch that.
What else we got? What else would be a good sport?
Pinball. I
here?
want to see pinball.
Pinball?
Is pinball a sport?
Is it?
Yeah? No.
Yeah,
No. No.
It's a point system, right? Okay.
What about just drinking? Who can drink the most?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No.
No,
No.
that's not. they're gonna televise live drunks,
The Blackout Olympics.
the Blackout
Yeah.
Olympics.
Blackout
That'd be
Olympics.
interesting. Well, let's take a little music break here. This song is
Alrighty.
called No Sweat from White Fang.
Okay.
It's kind of a sweaty
White
day.
Fang. Where's White Fang from?
No Sweat. Tennessee?
Tennessee?
Maybe. I'm making that up. Here we go. And welcome back to Jock Rave Radio. This is Joey Turbo here with Patty Cake Stanix and our special guest today, Jay Bird. I'm getting pretty excited for football season.
Oh, absolutely. I think about it every single day. It doesn't matter. It's a day after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about next season
Yep.
immediately.
Yeah.
The draft, and then
I'm
Yes.
thinking about
Obsessed.
2 seasons, 3 seasons ahead sometimes even.
Oh, yeah,
so.
there you go. Let's talk a little bit of quarterback jive here. Let's go over top 10 quarterbacks for the upcoming year, how we think they'll perform. I'm going to start, and I think this will be a universal decision here. I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers at number 1 if you had to pick a quarterback to start for your football team this upcoming year.
absolutely.
I can't argue with that. I mean, of course,
I
some
can
people will take Brady, but
Yeah.
I can agree more. I mean, you look at the statistics last year: 45 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Yeah.
It's
That's a pretty good ratio.
insane.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you guys think
Yeah.
Tom Brady's the automatic number 2?
yeah,
For
in my
me,
opinion. Well, okay, statistically or likelihood to perform in the playoffs, like
The guy that you want running your season and your best chance at winning the Super Bowl.
running my season, best chance at Super Bowl, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Statistic-wise, Drew Brees might be better, but
Yeah.
fantasy numbers-wise.
I have Drew Brees at number 3. I think those
So
three
do
are
I.
definitely the top dogs.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
1, 2, 3, absolutely. There's, there could be interchangeable depending on, but
All right, so we agree
That's
on
how I have
that.
'em.
I'm going to go ahead and say Matt Stafford is a solid number 4.
That's what I have too. What
I
do you have,
have
Jay
Matt
Bird?
Stafford at number 4 as well.
Oh.
I mean, he put up 5,000 yards.
Yeah, man. If that guy can stay healthy, and if they even get like one other decent receiver on that team, he's gonna put up some nasty
Oh, yeah.
numbers.
They have one of the best, wideouts in
Yeah.
the league on their team right off the bat.
Yeah.
Number 5, moving on, I'd have to say Eli Manning would be my number 5.
Interesting.
Great numbers. He's beat Brady in 2 Super Bowls now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
that's really interesting. I have Eli Manning also on my top 10, but I have a different Manning at number 5 for the sake of argument.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning number 5.
Interesting.
We'll see what
Yeah.
he does.
I actually have Philip Rivers at number 5. I think Philip Rivers. has a
Yeah,
lot of
you've
talent.
always
I
had a
like
thing
him.
for Philip Rivers.
I like
though.
Philip
I'm a
Rivers
Travis
a
fan.
lot. I have him down at number 7.
I don't know.
He had a
He hasn't
terrible
done
he had a
anything
terrible
for me.
year last year. He
Wasn't even really that terrible.
well, he
Wasn't
put
that
up good
bad,
numbers,
it's
but
just
his interception to touchdown
Yeah, he
ratio
definitely threw
like,
a lot of interceptions.
That's
First
like
half of
where
the
I'm looking
season
at.
threw a lot of interceptions.
Yeah.
But I think next year will be a better year for him. Hopefully, we'll see what happens.
Who do you think will have the better year this upcoming year, Eli or Peyton,
I think
Eli.
Peyton will have a better year.
numbers wise? You think Peyton?
Yeah.
Peyton, maybe. I
think he
think
has
Eli will go further in the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
I think he has a huge chip on his shoulder, and he's willing to
Yeah.
prove something, obviously. But we'll see what happens, because how long is he going to be in the season?
I don't know.
We
I'm
don't know.
excited.
I mean,
excited
Eli's
to see
pretty
him.
ice cold when the pressure's on. He's pretty, you know.
Yeah,
It's hard to
Yeah.
argue with that. I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, yeah. I have a lot of respect for him. I am extremely excited to watch Peyton Manning.
Yeah. Well,
Do
who
his
isn't?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
gonna be a good time.
incredible.
I've
We'll
been
see
hearing
how-
conflicting reports back and forth. He
Yeah.
can throw. He can't throw. He can throw. He can't throw.
It
But
all, you know, we'll see. Game 1.
we'll see.
We'll see.
So we'll go down the line a little bit. I have Cam Newton coming in at number 8 for this upcoming year. I think
All right.
maybe his numbers will drop off a hair, but I think that team's gonna be pretty good.
I don't know. I'd still take Vic,
Vic over Newton.
Matt Ryan,
I would take Newton over Matt Ryan. I
Jay
think.
Cutler. As much as we don't like to talk about him.
I have Jay Cutler at number 9.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think,
Respectable.
I think he's gonna have a big
I
year.
think he's gonna have a big year.
Brandon Marshall, if Forte stays healthy, man. Michael Bush, you have 2 running options.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You finally have a star wide receiver.
Yeah.
If
Still got Hester.
Yep. I don't know if is Johnny Knox just like he got
No, he-
messed up, right?
yeah. He had a
did
really
he?
bad
He's like
injury
still
last year.
injured. He got hurt.
I thought
real
he had a
bad.
neck injury.
I
if
don't
that's
know.
true
It
or
was
not.
yeah, it was a neck injury.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Bears is gonna be a scary team. I mean,
Yeah.
NFC,
Yeah.
NFC, you know,
I
North.
think Brett Favre, if he's still in the league, would come in at about 7.
Oh sure. Yeah, but he's not still in the league.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's
well.
not.
there's that for you. I had Vic at number 10.
I had Vic at 8 because I think he'll bounce back from last year.
Yeah,
I think the
for sure.
whole dynasty thing that was, you know, put down on him.
Yeah.
I
Dynasty
think, you know,
The Dream Team thing
Dream
or whatever?
Team.
Yeah, the dream team.
The
Now,
dream
now they're talking dynasty.
now they're talking
You got to
dynasty.
get one, and then a second one, and then we'll talk about a dynasty.
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
what happens. I mean, I have Vic at 8. I have Matt Ryan at 9. I think he will
Alright.
have a better season.
Yeah.
I mean, he has 2.
Two
you're-
stellar wideouts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Julio Jones, who had a fantastic year last year, and I think he'll continue to do well. And was it Roddy White is his other wideout?
Yeah, Roddy
He's
White. He's the star.
consistently awesome.
Those two, that's a dangerous combo right
And it's
there.
a
yeah.
dangerous combo.
Is
I like
Tony
that.
Gonzalez coming back, or is he done now?
He's coming back.
is
He's coming back.
Yep.
Good
Yes,
for
he
him.
is.
He's coming back.
I think he's, number 2 in receptions all the time to Jerry Rice?
That sounds right.
That sounds like a fact.
He's had a. That sounds like a fact. Sounds like a fact if I've ever heard one. Some honorable mentions that I have would be both from the NFC East. I think Tony Romo and RG3 will both have pretty decent years this year.
Yeah, well,
I think Romo will have a decent year.
Romo's all right.
I mean, being Dallas, he's getting a lot
Yeah,
of crap. Obviously,
yeah.
like he has
Actually, I'm calling this right here, right now. Tony Romo, 10 touchdowns, 20 interceptions. F Tony Romo.
I don't.
I
think so.
doubt that. I bet he will have way more touchdowns.
I think he's gonna have a Pro
Yeah,
Bowl.
I know, I'm
Pro Bowl
kidding.
season. I think it's coming.
He just has
I
a
think-
hateable face.
Well, I think he's due. He's a good player and he has
He's
a lot
on
of
a
heart and
hateable
you know,
team.
He's a very
Hateable
hateable, team.
team.
Yeah.
I don't know. He has good players surrounding him too, but we'll see.
I
what
think
happens.
Alex
I don't know.
Smith also could pop
Alex,
in there at
yeah.
some point.
I don't think. I think he's gonna fall off really
Also,
hard.
Matt Flynn's a potential.
Matt
My
Flynn.
guess. Okay, let's go a little different out here. Let's predict some division winners for this
Ooh,
upcoming
okay.
year.
All right.
I'm gonna start with the NFC West.
NFC West.
I have Seattle winning it.
Seattle.
Yep.
Seattle.
I think the 49ers are gonna drop.
I think
a
the
lot.
Niners will win the division, but Seattle will be in as a wild card.
I don't know. I think San Fran is going to stay.
Seattle's D is
pretty
ferocious.
pretty strong. I would be surprised otherwise.
Yeah.
Seattle, I will say, will be second. But I mean, those two teams are the two teams that I think
Sure.
were going to be
Absolutely.
the front runners.
Poor Rams.
NFC East.
NFC East.
you guys have a win
I
there?
mean, that's going to be an interesting division. We have the Giants Super Bowl winners last year, obviously.
Yep. 9-7 though.
Yeah, I mean,
But if you make
and,
it, you make it.
Right.
You make it.
Oh, yeah.
Eagles are looking interesting this year.
Yeah, for sure.
As, they have a year. They actually have an off season to train. No lockout. That's huge. And then Dallas, I think. I mean, those three teams are going to be. It's going to be a
Yeah.
slobber
No love for the
knockers.
Redskins.
Redskins.
Still young.
I kind of feel like RG3 could be a right-handed Mike Vick.
Yeah.
You know,
I
That'd
think
be scary.
I think
That'd be
I think
scary.
Dallas is gonna win that division.
Really,
I'm gonna say.
I think Dallas will end up dead last.
I think Dallas is gonna win that division.
I think Dallas is
I
dead
think-
last.
I think
Philadelphia
Eagles.
is going to win that division.
All right. Can we all say that the Packers are gonna win our division?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
I
I
mean,
mean, I'm hopeful, but we do have
We got
the
some
hardest.
tough teams.
Oh,
toughest
yeah.
We do have
division.
the hardest
Yeah.
division in
It's
the
up there.
league. I mean,
It's a tough
if
one.
we win, who's coming in second? You think the Lions?
Chicago's
or
second.
I think
Bears,
Chicago's second.
And then Bears will come in second as well.
think the Lions as a team are going to take a little bit of a step back, but I think
Yeah.
Stafford will take a step forward,
Yeah.
which is
Lions
the more
will
important
probably-
thing in the
yeah.
end, maybe.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I think NFC South. That's gonna be a tough one
Yeah.
because that division has.
Right.
That's like
New
the most
Orleans.
common from like the last place team going to first place.
Yep,
Like that's
every year.
always flipping
Every
around,
year.
man.
I don't think Tampa Bay is going to get first place, though.
I think Tampa Bay
Me
will
neither.
do a little bit better than they
I think
did.
they're.
Oh,
gonna,
yeah.
they're, I think
They're
they're,
in the-
they're gonna be last in that.
They're moving in
division.
the right direction, but they're last. in
Yeah,
the
there's
division,
it's
yeah.
a slow rebuilding
So we got
stage.
Carolina, Tampa Bay, New Orleans,
Atlanta.
and Atlanta.
I think.
Ooh.
That's a tough division.
I kind of like Atlanta's D this year. They got the Tupu
Yep.
from the
Yeah.
Seahawks and
Yeah.
Sante Samuel.
I think Atlanta takes it with Carolina going second.
So you think New Orleans is going to fall apart, or
No, I don't think they'll fall apart. I think there's just like a lot of pressure.
well,
on
they
that
maybe
whole
kind of already did.
team.
Yeah, I think New Orleans will still win that division. I see Carolina taking it second, and I
Really?
see Atlanta missing the playoffs.
I see Atlanta definitely making the playoffs,
I think they're gonna miss the playoffs.
especially if Tony Gonzalez is back.
I don't think that's like that big of a
I'm
difference
kidding.
maker.
They got
All
Michael
right.
the Burner Turner, Julio
Yeah.
Jones.
Let's
I don't
move to
know.
the AFC West.
AFC West.
AFC West.
guess-
We got the Chargers,
Chiefs.
Chiefs,
Broncos.
Broncos.
Raiders.
Yep.
Yep.
You guys guess who I think's gonna win it?
Chargers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Chargers.
I think Denny Green and my Chiefs are gonna pull it together this year.
Hey, I
don't know.
like rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kinda like
there's
the
nothing
Chiefs.
wrong. There's nothing wrong.
Matt Castle, I think, has a bounce back year here.
Yep.
Small Charles
Dwayne
come
Bowe
back.
is always a beast as long as he gets in camp one of these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamal Charles
coming
and
back.
Peyton Hillis.
Miles,
Yeah, and
yep.
Peyton Hillis
Yep,
there.
Eric Berry is probably maybe the most helpful part coming back
Yep.
too. The first round
Yep.
draft pick left from last year's safety.
Yep, that changes a
Yep.
lot for that
Yep.
ball club.
I don't. Yeah,
And Denver right now to me is just a total mystery. I have no idea how they're gonna perform.
That whole division is a mystery. Like you don't know how the Chargers are
Yeah.
gonna do. You
The
don't know how the
Raiders,
Raiders are gonna
yeah.
do.
yeah, the Raiders are.
I really
You
like
don't know
that
how
division.
the Chiefs. That's the biggest crapshoot of a
Yeah,
division
it's,
for
it's
sure.
a complete whirlwind. You never know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen with
Yeah.
it.
I like all those teams too,
I do
except the
like
Broncos.
all
I'm
those
not a big
teams.
Broncos fan normally, but with Peyton on,
Yeah,
I gotta root for
I
him a
can
little
live
bit.
without the Raiders sometimes, but
I like the Raiders.
And I like
Dirty
some of
dogs.
those. I like
Dirty
some of
dogs.
those. Yeah,
they've led the league in penalty yards like the last 35
Yeah.
years straight.
Nothing wrong with that.
How does that even happen?
I don't know. Dirty dogs.
that's
It's in their
Dirty
blood. It's
dogs,
Raiders'
yeah.
blood, man.
that's just goofy, I think.
it's Raiders.
AFC South.
AFC South.
Texans,
Titans.
Titans,
Colts.
Colts. Okay, I think the
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
I think the Colts are gonna fall flat. Obviously, they're gonna.
Can't get much more flat
Yeah.
than where they were last year.
They
bro.
are gonna be so flat.
Colts
Again,
will
I
be
think
a
they're gonna
solid
step up.
4-12.
I think they're gonna
4-12.
step up.
They'll step up. Like you know,
Because
we'll see.
they're
how
gonna win
Luck
2 more
does.
games than last year and end up 4-12.
I think they'll do a little better. I think the biggest problem with them last year is when Peyton fell off and their offense just crumbled.
Yeah.
The defense was on the field so much that even if you
Yeah.
had a good defense, if you're on the field that often, you can't be good.
That defense is built on playing with the lead too. You know, it's
Exactly.
built on
Yeah.
preventing, stopping the pass.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
we'll see if Luck. See what Luck does.
I think Texans take that division though.
Oh, me too.
They're
For
Yeah,
great.
sure.
Texans
I
are
love
gonna
the
take it.
Texans.
That you know,
They're a great team.
They're a fun team to watch.
fun.
J.J. Watt is just a monster. What, 4.5 sacks in the
He just,
playoffs last year? Or 5.5?
dislocated his elbow or something.
Are you serious? Mm-hmm. He went insane in the play. He
Yeah.
dominated the line of scrimmage single-handedly in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, he did. He was really
If they'd
good.
have had anybody but T.J. Yates, I think they would have won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
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 like-
that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Schaub and then Matt Leinart.
yeah, just like
Schwab's a
everyone.
good quarterback too, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I like,
yeah.
I like
I like
Schaub.
Schwab.
I like him.
Oh, we
think
kind of missed
he'll
him
do
on the
well.
top 10, I guess, but
Yeah,
he
I
could be
think
up there.
I think coming off like a year like he had, it's tough to see where he's gonna fall.
Yeah.
Fit back into the mix.
Andre Johnson hurt again? Is that?
Pulled his groin.
Oh,
Not
jeez.
serious.
Come on.
Not serious. It's not his ankle or his knee.
All right.
That's the
or a
important
hammy.
part,
Last
yeah.
year was a hammy.
Yeah.
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 What do we have left? The AFC East.
East. We got
AFC
Dolphins,
East.
Pats,
Dolphins, Pats,
Jets. and the who are we missing?
Bills.
Bills. Yeah.
Big Buffy. I think Buffalo's. That's gonna be a tough division this year.
Yeah, Bills. I don't
I
know.
think the Bill. I like
Short
the
up their
Bills.
defense.
I
Mary
like the
Williams.
Bills. I don't know.
I don't believe in Fitzpatrick though.
You don't?
No, I wouldn't have given him that money.
I think he's a craphead. Yeah.
Crabhead.
He started out. He started out really well last year. First
Oh yeah, he
5
killed
games,
it.
Like he was
As soon as
killing
he
it.
got paid, he checked out.
Yeah. Can you blame
Checked
the guy?
out, went to the bank.
Can you blame the guy?
Yeah, I suppose.
But
I
they
mean,
have
yeah.
and their running back is Fred Jackson. He
I
did
like
all
Fred
right.
Jack. He
did all right
tore
last
it
year.
up last year. Yeah.
So, and I don't know. The Bills are kind of a mystery to me, just in general. Like,
Yeah.
So is Miami.
Miami is the same.
I don't think anyone's in the same league in that division as New England, though.
No,
Oh,
New England's
absolutely
taking
not.
that
New
division.
England's, they're going on. I don't even. I'd be surprised if there's even another winning team from that division this year.
Yeah.
I don't even think they get a 9-7 out of Jets or
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Yeah, it's hard to say with the
Bills.
Jets, too.
Yeah. That'll be interesting to see.
They're all pretenders.
Then that leaves
That's
us
probably
with
the worst division. That is the worst division of football, according to wins and losses last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd say the AFC South will probably end up being a worse division than this upcoming year.
Who's all in the?
You have the-
AFC South
you have
again?
the Jaguars,
Texans,
Colts.
Jaguars, Colts.
Titans.
That's a horse apiece. I mean, I suppose New England puts
I don't know.
averages. It's an outlier there. Maybe puts them above, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
AFC North. That's a tough one this year.
Yeah.
You got the Steelers.
Ravens, Bengals,
Ravens,
and Browns.
Yeah.
I like the Bengals.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah,
Bengals
I
too.
really like the Bengals.
I think the Bengals are going to take that one.
I think they have I like their quarterback. There's that AJ Green, their wideout.
Yep.
Cleveland needs a few more years.
Cleveland.
I like where they're going though.
Yeah.
I like Brandon Whedon. I like
Oh,
their
yeah.
running back,
Yeah.
Trent Richardson.
Richardson.
Trent Richardson. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
We'll see how they do.
Yeah. Steelers, I think, are in a downturn.
Yeah, I agree with that too. That the defense is getting old and it's starting to show
Yeah.
a little bit.
I think any success they had with Tomlin was left over from Bill Cowher.
Yeah.
I don't really like that guy as a coach.
I really like him actually.
Mike Tomlin?
Yeah,
I think he's a good coach.
I think he's a good coach.
I think he'd be like a better singer in like a funk band than a football
Might be
coach.
that might be his
Yeah.
what he does on the off season. He might be
Yeah.
a funk singer.
That's what he looks like, the leather jacket all the time and
Yeah,
everything, you
yeah.
know?
Cool. All right, when we get back, we will discuss some Major League Baseball. For now, we are going to listen to Samantha Glass and Cinnamon Streets is the name of the track.
Where are they from?
Madison, Wisconsin.
Ooh, cool.
Check it out. And welcome back to Jock Rave Radio. This is Joey Turbo here with Patty Cake Stanix and Jay Bird. You boys want to talk a little baseball?
Hell yeah.
Let's talk baseball, buddy.
Let's talk baseball.
Talk it.
I'm going to start off with who I'd like to see in the World Series this year. If I could pick, I'm not necessarily, this isn't like necessarily
World
what I think is going to
Series?
happen. Yeah, the matchup.
All right, let's hear it.
I would like to see Pittsburgh
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
and Texas.
Okay.
I think the Texas are kind of like the Buffalo Bills.
And the AL, I would like to see the Tigers. I mean, see Prince.
Yeah.
Put Verlander in the Hall of Fame for sure, no
Yeah.
doubts. Maybe put Miguel Cabrera into Hall of Fame consideration.
Yeah, I think he'll be in consideration for sure.
Yeah.
He's a heck of a ball player.
Oh yeah. So who do we think is going to make the playoffs here? Let's start with our home division here, NL Central.
Well, the Reds have won like something like 23 out of the past 25 games.
They're
they've
going
played.
nuts.
Wow.
They are freaking
How
out,
many?
man.
I wonder how many ahead they are of the
A lot.
Pirates.
A lot.
Yeah. They are tearing it up. All right, let's go NL East. Who you like?
And at least I got to go with the Nationals.
Yeah, I'm going with the Nationals.
Nationals?
Bryce Harper is a monster. That pitching staff, one after another,
Yeah.
they throw an ace at you. It's unbelievable.
They're going to have to...
Jordan Zimmerman, who we talked about a few weeks ago,
Yep.
is just going nuts.
they're going to end up cutting off Strasburg because of the...
Yeah, apparently now
His
it's
innings.
a 180 limit.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to shut him down last month of the season regardless. Bring him back, which is fine with me.
Yeah,
there are
yeah,
going to be
sure.
enough games ahead, I think,
Yeah.
that it won't matter. So, okay, we got... Who do we like in NL West? San Fran's in it.
San Fran's in it. They're kind of
Um,
struggling a little bit, I think.
Yeah. And then, who's leading that division right now?
That's a good question.
Dodgers.
Yes,
Dodgers
the Dodgers.
are leading that division.
Yeah, I don't follow the NL West. too-
Dodgers are... they just got Hanley Ramirez.
Yep.
And who else did they get? Somebody else recently.
That was the big one.
That was the big one, yeah. And they picked up another... Victorino.
Yeah, Victorino,
Yeah,
they just
Victorino.
picked up.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's huge.
I mean, that's a toss-up in my opinion. I think San Fran's going to take it in the end, though.
Oh, actually, the Giants are half a game ahead of the Dodgers.
Okay,
right
that's
now.
what I
really?
thought. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I like the Giants definitely in that division.
Yep, and the-
Matt Cain and Lincecum back to back.
Yeah, I
Lincecum
like
will
that.
pick it up, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll pick it up for
the
sure.
Diamondbacks are right in that race too. They're only two.
Oh, yeah.
They're only 2 games behind on the lead.
Diamondbacks. Yeah, that's a tough division to call right there.
Yeah,
D-backs are great. I think the Dodgers are going to crap out though.
yeah.
That's my theory. It's
Think
my
they'll fade?
Yep. I think the Dodgers will crap out,
Interesting.
I don't necessarily think they'll fade.
and I could see D-backs as a wild card with San Fran winning the division, maybe even,
Yeah,
or vice versa.
yeah. Well, they added that wild card,
Yeah, that's
so
right.
now they play that sudden
Yep.
death match.
Yeah, I don't
be
know
interesting.
about that.
I think that's gonna be cool. It's gonna make for exciting baseball.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
They know what
one-
they're doing.
It's gonna be exciting. 163.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. Let's move to the
Yeah,
AL.
AL
We got-
East. You got the Yankees ahead. They're ahead of the Rays by 6
Yep.
games. Orioles by 7 games.
God, I'd love to see the Orioles, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
That's gonna be tricky. I think the Yankees are gonna go pretty deep in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Which is safe to
Yeah.
say any year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
That's.
Yeah, I like the Rays though. They always
Sure.
somehow pull it together.
Yeah, I like the Rays too.
So
Yeah.
what,
AL Central.
With
White Sox in the lead.
leading.
2.5 above
The
Detroit.
Indians were looking good there for a minute.
They're 8.5
But
out of first.
they're falling back. I
That's gonna
like
be a tough
Detroit
one.
in that division. As I said,
Yeah.
I like Detroit in that division for sure.
This
They'll
is
pick
what
it
I
up.
think. I think the AL West is gonna be the hardest division.
Yeah.
You have the Rangers, five games ahead of the A's.
Yep.
6 games ahead of the Angels.
Yep.
Angels just picked up Greinke.
Greinke
Yep.
and
That's gonna be interesting.
yeah.
I'm kind of bummed out that Greinke went to the Angels.
Yeah, I mean,
I would've
that,
re-
that
I-
happens. That happens.
know.
He
I
could
just-
still come back too.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Are you? I don't
I
know.
doubt he comes back.
I
doubt
could. I wouldn't be that
Absolutely.
surprised.
We're not gonna spend that much money on
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we would have picked him. We would have kept him otherwise.
No,
Yeah.
not necessarily. Sometimes it's a good idea to just rent him out.
Yeah, get
That
something
happens.
for him.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, Pat, who do you think is gonna make it to the World Series this year?
Unfortunately, I don't think the Pirates are going to have what it takes in the playoffs, but that'd be cool to see.
Yeah, not who you want. Who do you think?
I'm gonna
yes, we'll change it up.
go. I'm gonna go Reds and Tigers. Keep it in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I think Reds and Tigers.
All right.
Reds lineup is just stacked. Even with Votto out, Brandon Phillips has just been on a tear.
Sure.
So that lineup is in that small ballpark with those Jay Bruce, all this slugger after slugger.
Yep.
It's gonna be a tough team to beat in the playoffs, I think.
I'm gonna go.
And Johnny Cueto, we didn't even mention, has been
Forgot about
insane.
that.
He's my Cy Young Award winner so far in the NL. Yeah. Yep.
That's fair.
Yep.
He's putting up crazy numbers.
Yep. Matt Cain, or I mean, all right, Dickey maybe even, but
I'd like to see Dickie get it.
Dickey, that'd be rad.
I like
Who wouldn't
him.
love to see Dickey? I mean,
40 years old?
yeah, no. You're thinking of Wakefield.
You sure?
Dickey's like 32, 31.
32, 31.
And
Somewhere
Dickey,
in there.
32, 31.
All right.
But he throws a little harder than Wakefield did. It's kind of like passing off. Wakefield kind of passed off the torch. Sorry, Dickey. It seems like.
Yeah, you can be an old knuckleballer.
Yeah. You can throw knuckleballs forever.
Yeah.
What was Wakefield like? 46? Or
Yeah.
45.
Yep. Yeah, I think I think Nationals Rangers will actually end up happening. That's like if I had to put my money
I don't
on
think
it.
it's quite Nationals time yet, but
I think they're there.
we'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
I mean, that'd be
Charlie,
cool. I'm rooting for the Nationals too.
What's
but-
your prediction, Jaybird?
You know, I've been so heavy on football that
Missing out on baseball?
I'm missing out on baseball. Once
That's a
Brewers-
bummer, Jolly. Come on.
That's what happens.
Quick fact: Ari Dickey is 37 years old.
Oh, okay. What do I know?
He's up there.
Well, I
up
suppose
there.
compared to Wakefield, he just seemed young.
Yeah. Oh, guys, and keep in mind, if you're listening right now, you can call in
Oh, yeah.
at 414-935-2951. Who's going to be the first guest to call into the show?
Come on. Somebody call us.
We'll see. If
You don't even
not,
have to talk sports. Just let us know how your day's going.
yeah, we just
Come
want to
on.
know how you're doing.
We just want to see what happens when someone calls.
How is your Saturday?
Let's see if we can even figure out what to do when someone
Yeah.
calls.
Yeah, it's
It's a
come
gamble.
on.
That's
Someone
gonna
call
be
We
the
know you're
real-
out there.
Anybody? Okay. I think we should maybe play a little music, but first, let's listen to this. Welcome back to Jock Rave. We're going to take another quick break here. This is Mahjong Miami Nights. I lied. I played the wrong song. This is Mahjong Miami Nights. Welcome back to Jock Rave Radio. That was Mahjong and Miami Nights.
That was sweet.
That was
Awesome.
good
That's
stuff.
a sweet
Track.
one. I love the crying babies too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry about the mix-up and running 2 iPods here. Apparently that's one too many for me. We are going to talk about Jaybird's getting wild in the booth.
That was me actually. I bumped it.
I see.
Oh, it's all right, buddies.
The commish is out of control.
The commission is out of control. The commission is out of commission.
Out of commission.
Oh.
All right, let's
All right.
go back to football here. We're going to talk
Football.
about favorite NFL coaches of all time.
I want to kick this one
All
off.
time.
Yeah, just like your favorites.
Yeah,
All right.
favorite of all
All
time?
What do
right.
you like?
All right. I don't know.
I'm gonna start off with one of my favorites of all time. Obviously, Mike Holmgren.
Yeah, Michael
yeah.
Michael George Holmgren.
He's my second favorite to Lombardi, probably.
Well, we have to look at the beginning of his coaching career in San Francisco. He was
Yep.
he was assistant coach.
Quarterback guru.
Yeah, quarterback guru, and then
Steve Young.
Yeah, Steve Young,
Montana.
Montana. I mean, he pretty much was.
I think he was more responsible for molding Steve
Yeah,
Young
yeah.
than
Yeah.
he had anything to do with
Well,
Montana. But
Well,
he was Steve Young's coach.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was at USC.
I thought he had more Montana
I don't know.
more young,
years.
more young.
Yeah, more young years, but I mean,
Young.
Yeah. Well, I think there was some of both, but
in
Cool.
1989, like that was his offense, ranked number 1.
Yeah.
wow.
And coming back to what's deep close to my heart, Packers, obviously, Packers.
The big Super Bowl.
Big Super Bowl 31, won, and he revitalized our entire franchise completely. in
Him and
my
Ron
opinion.
Wolf, yeah.
Yeah.
Him
that
and
was
Ron Wolf, they were
good 1-2
attached
punch.
That was the
to the
1-2
hip.
punch.
That was the
heck yeah.
1-2 punch, and they didn't really have too many winning seasons since, or at that time until Holmgren came and changed.
Yeah.
Him and Wolf.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
they had a whole new philosophy.
Yeah,
They,
new
those are two
philosophy.
really good
West
football
Coast
minds.
offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have
Got Reggie
really
White.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reggie White.
And you have Holmgren. You have like his 3 big quarterbacks. I'd say that he's like responsible for molding would be Steve Young, Brett Favre, Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
think those are like the big 3.
those are
And
the big
that's
3.
Yeah.
pretty good. Yes,
Yeah. Mark
pretty
Brunell.
2 Hall of
Brunell
Famers.
as well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Couple other
Mark
decent
Brunell's
guys.
second best lefty of all time.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll
So-
get into that. That'll be
Yeah.
a different day.
Oh, I'm sure.
My second favorite is Bill Cowher.
Bill Cowher.
Krabby Bill.
Krabby.
Bill
I'd take Chuck Noll going Steelers over Bill Cowher.
I just love Bill
4
Cowher.
Super Bowls.
Yeah, that's very true.
Chuck
I mean,
Noll.
Bill Cowher was there from 1992 to 2006.
That was a long run.
Yeah.
15 seasons.
But they've had like 3 coaches in the history. They've had very few number
Yeah.
of coaches. Yeah.
Maybe a little more.
Chuck
than
Noll
3.
coached a long time
Yep.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he did. One interesting thing is Cowher led the Steelers to the playoffs 10 different times. Out of those
That's
10,
pretty good.
yeah,
Pretty good.
that is pretty incredible. Out of those 10 trips, he coached in 6 AFC Championship games.
Yeah.
Wow.
He only won 2 of those in 1995, and then the obvious year where they won
Yeah.
in 2006.
I'm gonna go with a different Bill. Bill Walsh. Kind of go back
Yeah.
to the Niners.
Gotta love
I like
Bill
that.
Walsh.
Bill Walsh.
He's crazy. He was kind of like made the West Coast offense popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He went 102, 63-1. That was his record with the Niners. Winning 10 of his 14 postseason games, which is pretty good. 6 division titles, 3 NFC championships, and 3 Super Bowls. That's kind of hard to mess with. And he was a 3-time NFL Coach of the Year
Yeah.
in
Yeah, that
81,
is-
84, 93. That's pretty good. That's pretty well spread out to win Coach of the Year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
I really like Walsh.
I got one for you. Bill Belichick. Nobody's ever run a team like Bill. Since Lombardi,
I agree.
he runs that
I
thing
like
like
that.
a military
I'm going to say
cult.
he's the second best head coach of all time behind Lombardi.
Yeah, I mean, he's right up there. Nobody runs his team like in a military
I agree
cult
with that.
like he
I agree
does.
with that.
Precision culture
Yeah,
he
man.
has going there, yeah.
He's nuts.
He is nuts.
He's really
and
good.
he-
No excuses tolerated.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at since he's coached. Look
Yeah.
at his teams.
Yeah.
Where'd he come from? The Browns?
Browns, yeah.
Browns, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
D coordinator for the
Yeah,
Browns.
he was
Yeah.
he's a
For
defensive
sure.
coach for sure.
Maybe been an assistant head coach at one point even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pat, I think you'll like this next one. John Gruden.
Oh yeah, he's my Chucky's my
Bay.
man for
Yeah,
sure.
former head
Tampa
coach with Tampa Bay Buccaneers
the
for
hero.
7 seasons, and prior
Yeah.
to that, he was with Oakland for 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And he like the coolest,
Ex-Packers
coolest,
coach.
yeah,
Yeah.
coolest part of his story is in his first year as the head coach of Tampa. they win the Super Bowl defeating the Raiders, who he
Yeah.
just left the year previous.
Somehow got 2 teams the Super Bowl in one
Yep.
year, pretty much.
That's
yeah.
wild.
They were
That's,
still running the same. I've heard him talk about it too. And the Raiders were still running the same defense that he had installed.
Yeah.
And that was one of the biggest, if not, I think the biggest blowout in Super Bowl history was that year.
Yeah, because
Because he knew the call. You'd hear, what was it, Hostetler was the coach or the quarterback? Yeah,
of the Raiders.
he would understand exactly what he was saying
Yeah,
and just simply run the correct defense for the play
Yeah.
he was called.
And at the time when Gruden won that Super Bowl, he was the youngest coach at the time to win a Super
Yep.
Bowl. I think Mike Tomlin
Yeah, Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin
is the
maybe now?
youngest
Do
now.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Gruden, I love Chucky. He's
Yeah.
just a cool guy.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him coach again. I really, really
He'll be
would like
back.
to see him coach again.
I think he's turned down a few jobs already.
He's gonna wait for the big one.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he has to.
I could-
He has
You know,
to
Come
you're
back.
not gonna come back and coach the Jaguars or
Yeah,
He wants to come back
or
to
the
Green Bay,
Dolphins,
go to
like-
New England, go to Dallas. I'm sure
Yep.
that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, he wants a big. You
San
want a big
Fran,
team.
maybe even. Yeah.
San
Yeah.
Fran. I mean, I think San Fran's gonna be fine with their coach
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
I love Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, the Harbaugh boys are fantastic.
I think the Jim Harbaugh is even better coach than John.
yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see which one wins the Super Bowl first.
My
see.
last and favorite, John Madden.
John Madden.
John Madden. How do we forget John Madden?
Effin'
Big.
Madden.
We didn't.
No, we didn't.
Interesting thing about John Madden. Madden is the young, or I think he still holds this. He's the youngest NFL head coach to win 100 games.
All right.
And
I believe that.
he did that at the age of 42.
He has a pretty popular
Alright.
video game too, doesn't he?
I've
Yeah,
never heard of that.
I've heard of that.
I'll check that
familiar.
out after this.
He closed out his coaching career with the second highest winning percentage ever,
Yeah,
including
he didn't
playoffs.
coach that long. I know
He didn't.
that.
Yeah, how long did he
10
coach? Do you
years?
have that there?
From I think it was 69 to 76.
Yeah,
I want to
that's a
say it was
short
pretty
one.
short. They won, with the Raiders Super Bowl 11, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's never had a losing season in his entire career of coaching, which is pretty.
That makes a good
fantastic.
coach.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what you do, what your accomplishments are. If you never have a losing season as a head
That's
coach,
Yeah,
incredible.
You're
that's a
doing
big
your
one.
job.
You're one of the
That's a
best
big one.
coaches of all time. And
damn well job.
also interesting is his overall record is 112, 39 and 7.
Wow.
It's
That's
7 ties. That's kind of surprising.
7 ties.
That was back in the ties were a little more common.
Yeah.
Back
Were
in the
they?
day. Yeah.
Alright.
Absolutely. I mean,
I hate ties. No one wants a tie. I'd rather lose than tie.
what's the
Yeah.
last tie that happened? The Eagles game with Donovan
Yeah.
McNabb?
When he didn't know
McNabb's tied a couple times.
he
I
didn't
wanna say.
know that. No, that was the
That
one
was
time.
the
He didn't
one
know
time.
that it could happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
thought it was
that's
gonna go
right.
into a second
That's right. He
overtime.
didn't know what was gonna happen.
Yeah, I remember that. He
He was
got a lot.
baffled.
Yeah, I didn't
Man,
even
that
know
guy's
the
really
rules.
good at just making a fool out of
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Getting fat and making a fool of himself.
Well, he's trying to come back still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He'll be a backup this year.
T.O.'s trying to come back too still.
Yeah,
Never
T.O.
give up, guys.
I think
Yeah.
T.O.'s going to jail. It sounds like.
T.O.'s going to jail? For
Well, he
real?
didn't- Yeah, he didn't pay his child support the last I heard.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
big news.
boy.
Which I think he did that
Come on,
very
T.O.
often. I think he was brought on one of those mom shows, Dr. Phil or something like
no,
that.
he does have like a strange reality show for sure.
No, yeah, but he was brought
There's like
on.
a bunch of like sisters and girlfriends, and you don't know which one's a sister and which one's a girlfriend, and
There might be
it's confusing.
sister girlfriend. They might be the
Sister
same.
girlfriend.
Sister girlfriends.
Sister girl.
It's the name
Uh,
of
my
T.O.'s
girl.
show.
Another one for me that I like is Marv Levy for the Buffalo Bills.
Yep,
Yeah,
I was
I like
thinking
that
about
too.
him. Yeah,
The 90s
lost 4
Bills.
Super Bowls.
Yep.
That is.
He
Yeah.
coached
so
from
heartbreaking.
86 to 1997 for the Bills. Brought him to 4 consecutive
Yep.
championships.
That's
and
incredible.
couldn't do it. He was elected in the Hall of Fame 2001.
Yeah.
If you can bring your team to... I mean,
4 in a row consecutively.
they ran into, like, really good Dallas.
Yeah,
And
2
really
years
good
of-
Washington.
Yeah, 2 years of Dallas and
Yeah.
Washington.
Yep.
Like,
That's tough, man.
That's tough.
which
Can you
also-
imagine? I feel
Jim
so
Kelly was the
bad.
man, though.
Thurman
Jim
Thomas,
Kelly.
Thurman Thomas, Andre-
yeah.
Bruce Smith, Andre
Bruce
Reed,
Reed.
Andre
Bruce
Reed,
Smith.
Yeah.
Don Beebe.
Don Beebe.
Don Beebe, really?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
He was like one of the
that's right.
stars. He had like one of those
Star
big catches on
went
like
out.
the biggest comeback
Oh,
game
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, Don Beebe.
Oh, yeah.
I totally forgot.
Who else? We got Jimmy Johnson. Maybe throw
Yeah, I
him
was
in
gonna say
there.
Jimmy
Oh yeah,
Johnson,
for sure. Don Shula,
Don Shula.
Big Tuna.
Big
Tuna.
God. Big Tuna.
Mariucci.
Mariucci.
I like Mariucci.
I mean, I love Mariucci. I don't know if we can put him in one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
like, opinion
probably
based.
fall in like the top 15 to 20.
He never got a Super Bowl though,
He did.
other than with Lambeau.
Yeah.
He didn't get one with San Francisco?
No, he didn't get it.
No?
I
Nope.
think he. What?
Poor guy.
Poor
He
guy.
got the
Poor
NFC
guy.
Championship against Packers in '96.
Yep.
Yeah, he did, and then he lost.
Yep, that was a good
Or
game.
divisional round, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, divisional round. That's correct.
What other good ones are sitting out there?
What about like nowadays? What
Mike
what
Shanahan.
Mike Shanahan.
What are hot coaches
Yeah.
these days that? Is
I
kind of
like Andy
interesting?
Reid. As much as I hate the Eagles
Yeah.
sometimes, Andy Reid's a
I-
cool guy.
I like Andy. He's a pretty cool guy.
I love Andy Reid, and it's funny. I went to school with his kids too, and they're an interesting bunch of people.
I can imagine.
But I love Andy Reid, and I hope he does well always. I always
Yeah.
hope he does well, and hopefully they'll have a good season.
He was the next best thing to Holmgren,
I mean, yeah, he was
Yeah.
Holmgren was his mentor.
Similar
Yeah.
bills.
Yes.
They have the same eating pattern.
Yeah, they like
Kind
to
of have
eat
like
the
a
same thing.
walrus.
Well, also a walrus
thing
look
going on.
going,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, they share that same look for the past it's like they don't age, man. It's,
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Although Andy Reid kind of has like fat wood or like chipmunk kind of thing going too.
Yeah. Other coaches that I really like. I mean, McCarthy. Obviously, I think he's doing a really great job with the Packers. That goes without saying. Who else? I don't mind Lovie Smith at all either.
I do not like Lovie Smith.
He's all right.
I can go with them.
Yeah.
I will stay away from. Is it Schwartz?
Jim Schwartz for the Lions.
Yeah.
He's weird. He's like
He's
a
a
weasel.
weird
Well, he's
guy.
a, is
He's
it
a
Jim and he's
weird
fighting Jim Harbaugh? Like,
He's just like a little younger brother,
right.
like on the football field.
I'm sorry, but if Vegas is making odds on Jim Harbaugh versus Jim Schwartz, it's got to be 199-1
Yeah.
for Jim Harbaugh.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
One shot, Schwartz
Yeah.
is going down.
For
Yeah.
sure.
If,
No
if
doubt in my
Harbaugh
mind.
wanted to hit you, he would have hit you.
Yeah.
Chill out, Jim
obviously.
Schwartz.
Obviously. Yeah. I like is it Romeo Crennel too?
Oh yeah, big
I-
Romeo.
I
We were talking
love,
about the
I love
Chiefs
him.
earlier.
This is heartbreaking to say, but when the Chiefs beat us, and to see Romeo Crennel after the game, get the bucket, because
Yeah.
well, he was coaching the Browns, right, for a lot of years.
Yep.
Yeah, he was
And
out of
then-
football for a while.
Yeah, he was out of football, and then he came back, and then he got the starting. He was interim, wasn't he?
I think
at the
Pete
time?
Carroll ended
Yep,
up being a
yep.
good coach too.
Yeah.
I think
like
Pete
Pete
Carroll.
Yeah.
I agree.
I know a
with
lot
that.
of people don't like him, but
That'll bring me back to my
think he's-
Seahawks winning the
he's
West.
a good guy.
Yeah, that is
I like
interesting.
Pete Carroll.
No, he's like, I don't know. He's a good coach. He did
Yeah.
really good
Really good in college.
college. Yeah, exactly.
Didn't he already have one stint in the professional level before Seahawks?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Didn't he coach the Super Bowl team in '96 against the Packers for the Patriots?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep.
That's why it seems familiar. Well, we are running low on time. We got to start wrapping things up.
All right.
Any other coaches you guys can think of, or anything else you want to quick talk about before we send this to rock and roll mode?
I think we got it.
Yeah.
We good?
I think so.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this edition of Jock Rave Radio. We will see you
Thanks for listening.
next week. I'm going to be out of town for about a month.
Oh yeah.
So this will be my last show for a while, but no need to worry.
We'll be back.
Shout out to our boy Holiday Hughes, who could not make it today. We miss you, baby. He'll be here next week.
I'll be
More
here
patty
next week.
cakes. Might have a coach coming in. Jaybird, who knows when Jaybird will come back. He'll fly in when he wants
we'll
to.
find someone.
But you are listening to Jock Rave Radio. Thank you so much for listening.
Good night.